unit was called in. They're a specialty unit. They're based in Southern Ontario. Their specialty is to enter homes. And we didn't know what we had, whether this male had fled and then returned back into the home or back into his home. So we didn't know if he was in one of the two houses with a firearm. So that's why the TRU team was called in, because we had a possible barricaded gunman, right? And they have training in entering those residents that are in that situation. ERT's not trained to do that type of an entry. So that's why TRU was called in. They entered the two homes. Both were searched, were empty. The male wasn't there. So they returned back to Southern Ontario, and ERT continued on with their search of the area. Because of the manpower that we needed for this incident, and we have officers in our office that are on holidays, just out of town, stuff like that. In that situation, we try to utilize detachments close by. We go to Scriber, we go to Nipingen, we go to Thunder Bay, Geraldton area if we have to. But when you look in the north, we're in Northwest region, and if you look at the Northeast region, which starts the Algoma District line, which is just White River, which is an hour away from us, does it make sense to pull people from Thunder Bay 3 hours from us, or to pull people from White River or Wawa, which is an hour to 2 hours away from us? So that's what we had to do in that situation. We had to utilize their services too. So there was some uniform officers that came from there to help with roadblocks and containment areas and things like that. The OPP is trying to do that. They're trying to utilize more of the closest detachment, whether it's the same region or not. If you have to, we do, right? So where we are now, like the two residences, the one where the occurrence happened and the other where the gentleman lived, they've been sealed up. They've been searched and sealed, and they'll be continually watched. But we have the ERT units that are still in town, like I say, about a half a dozen members, and they'll do a more thorough search of areas. They'll start to spread their search out a little farther in the immediate area of those houses, and the last sighting of where the gentleman was seen. Right. We're definitely asking anybody that does have any information to call us. They can call Crime Stoppers. They can call the 1-800 number for the OPP, 1-888-310-1122, or they can call our office at 229-0220. Definitely can call any law enforcement office in your area. If you happen to live in Sudbury and you happen to see him there and you know who he is, you can call the Sudbury Police Department, to advise them. Definitely any police service would be able to help. It caused quite an uproar, for people, residents in the area and stuff, that weren't allowed to go back to their homes, and they were scared to go back to their homes. And we don't try to inflict that on people, but the reality of the situation was there was a male that had fled, possibly with a firearm. So we have to take those precautions, and it's unfortunate that it creates such a scare, an uproar and a scare in people, and that's not our intentions by any means. But people have to be aware of what the situation really is, right? No, he's well known in town. I think he's lived here most of his life. He's young, and I say his name is out there and his age and stuff like that. So anybody that does know him will know what he looks like. Again, we're just asking for the public's help. If they do see him or may know of his whereabouts, to definitely contact us. Yeah, I can't really put a timeline on it as to how long they would continue the search. I think a lot of that will depend on the area that they have to search and how hard or how easy it is for them to search it. Like, they may have a certain amount of area that they want to say they want to cover, but it may take them 1 or 2 days to cover that amount of area, or it may take them a week. I'm not really sure, right? And again, it all comes down to manpower too, right? If, we have the proper manpower to be utilized to do that type of a search, right?
Cracker Lake.
What are you here for?